Where to begin? Our world, or more so our nation, is going through quite a crisis right now. And I think Don Lemon on CNN said it best when he said, there are two diseases in this country right now. There's coronavirus and there's racism. As I said on my Instagram a few days ago, I'm a person that feels very strong emotions, but a lot of times I don't know how to show those emotions or put them into words. And so sometimes it's hard for me to come out and say exactly what I'm feeling and my thoughts on a matter. But I believe as a white woman in the United States that it is not okay for me to just be against racism, but it is my job and my duty to be actively anti-racist. And so just know that I know that I will never know the struggles and the prejudice that so many of you have received, yet I am with you. I am grieving with you. I am heartbroken. I am angry at a country that is supposed to be about freedom and equality and diversity, yet that makes a whole group, a whole community of people, so many people I love, feel like they are less than or not worthy of the same rights as someone else just because of the color of their skin. In the past several months, even, and this has been going on for ages, and due to media and social media, we're now seeing more and more of it on our timelines, and it's more accessible to call out the wrongs that are being done. But just in the past few months, I've seen, Asian families that were born in America being blamed for a virus that started in China. Black men getting killed in the streets because of a stereotype, a false stereotype, and just blatant racism. I know that I don't have the biggest platform, but I do have a platform. And like I said, I believe that it's my responsibility to stand with those that are not being treated equally in a country that was supposedly built on treating everyone equally. I know so many of you are seeing on your timelines, do what you can, share, protest, vote, educate yourselves. And I understand that a lot of my followers on here and on TikTok and Instagram and everything else are very young. You guys are in middle school and high school, maybe even some in elementary school, and you're seeing all of this on your timelines. And I know, I can't imagine being 10, 15 years younger than I am now and trying to comprehend everything that 2020 has been. But I want to focus on Black lives right now. And I know a lot of you, if you are, 14, 15, 16, 17, you're thinking to yourself, well, what can I do? Just sitting at home, you see all of this on TV, on the news, like I said, on your timelines. And you think, well, I can't vote. How am I supposed to help change? I can't, my mom and dad would never let me go protest. And I don't even know if minors should be been exposed to the protesting that's going on. And I don't know if it's the right place for you to be anyways because of these situations that are going on. But I think if you're young and you're wondering, what can I do? I think the biggest thing you can do to help is educate yourself. Even myself at 24 years old, I know that there's so much I could learn. And so many things. I'm trying to find resources to read and educate myself before I speak out against things, because I want to say the right things. And like I said, I'm not always great with words, but I want to. I can't sit back and watch this happen. But I know that the biggest thing you can do right now as someone who is young in America, and I'll link some things below for you to click on to start that reading and that education. But this will never end if the cycle continues. If you're sitting at home and you're wondering what is right and wrong right now, maybe you don't know, whatever news station is on in your house, you don't know if they're reporting it how it is. Maybe people in your lives, you don't know whether their words are hurtful or not. Research for yourself. Find reputable sources that can explain to you what's going on in the world. Ask questions. When you see a person of color in the store, when you see a black man walking down the street, do you ask yourself, do I look at this person differently? And if you do, ask yourself why. What has it been that has been conditioned or taught to you why you look at someone differently or judge a person just by the color of their skin or just by their cultural differences that have nothing to do with politics, nothing to do with right or wrong. How you wear your hair should not be a right, a wrong, a stereotype. Ask yourself those questions and learn from them. Decide and understand for yourself why these thoughts may be in your head. Or maybe they're not, and if they're not, that's amazing. It's said, and I 100% believe this, that no one is born racist. Racism is 100% taught. And I understand. I live in Los Angeles, one of the most liberal places in America. And I grew up in Texas, which is a very conservative part of the nation. And I know that I was lucky enough to be surrounded by people that taught me to not judge someone by the color of their skin or by their religion or by their sexuality, that we're all created equal. But I've also seen it firsthand. People I love being judged for and being hated for no reason at all, except for them looking different than me, a white woman. And that is something that I will never experience and never be able to comprehend. But I ask you to check yourself. Check your family, your friends. If you see someone, if you see that black man walking across the street and see injustice being done or said to him just because the color of his skin, stand up. Because we can't keep repeating this cycle. It's gone on for centuries, and it doesn't matter if people say, "Oh, well, it was better than it was in the 60s." I'm sure people in the 60s said that to Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King Jr., saying, "Well, you may have to ride in the back of the bus, but at least you're not a slave anymore." That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's better. It won't be better. It won't be right until it is equal. If you have any sources to help educate people of any age, of any color, of any orientation, please leave those links below. And I will do the same in the description. But know that I see you, I stand with you, and please just keep educating yourself. Keep standing up for what you know is right. A person's life is worth more than any political statement, any business, any amount of money, any difference in opinion. It's not an opinion to believe in equality. It's a fact. So please, do what you can. Donate. Vote if you're of age. Protest if you're of age. And if you are young and you're struggling with what all is going on in the world, please educate yourself. Understand what's going on so that we don't repeat this. I love every single one of you. Please stay strong out there. Please stay safe. Please stay healthy. Black Lives Matter.